everybody, and welcome to another great episode. You can tell we're very much looking forward to our last episode of this series. So, Mr. Olson, let me just start off by saying on the behalf of my co-host, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on this series. I know that your energy on and off camera has been very infectious, and I know that you've got huge things planned, including your Everest base camp climb. So we're very excited to see and hear more about that on socials. But Magnus, I just want to give you an opportunity to acknowledge your time here on the podcast and how you've enjoyed it.
Right, well, thanks very, very much for having me. It's awesome to be surrounded with these other boys and having some great conversations, and hopefully the audience has gotten a little bit out of it. But yeah, no, thanks very much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Very humble and very well reserved as always, Magnus. But I know I can't wait to see the next few months of your life pan out, mate, and looking forward to watching in awe. So without further ado, guys, the topic this week is life skills. And for those people who think we're going to go on a how to live life mission today, we are not. We are going to share one thing from our lives that we feel we do particularly well or we value amongst all other skills. So I'm going to lead the show today, guys, and I will go with resilience. If I didn't have resilience, I don't know if my life would be where it is. I'm very proud of my resilience. I think I'm something I'm very excited to take to the next level. I'm constantly working on developing it, developing new frameworks, new mindsets. Serge said, for everyone's benefit in a previous episode, if you haven't been watching, about how dare you think you can do this by yourself. It was said by one of Serge's mentors and people he looks to. And I just thought I'd share that with you because, guys, if you are truly resilient and truly focused, you will have multiple people in your life that create impact and create passion for you. These gentlemen, for me, are definitely three of those people. I just want to dive into my skill or my focus, which is the word resilience. And I'm going to share a little quote from my friend hope I get to meet him one day, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Okay. I will be the hardest worker in the room. All right. Now, before anyone thinks that's crazy that I want to meet him one day, one of my, someone that I know from Brisbane, his name's Daniel Vito. He played for the Brisbane Broncos, and everyone assumes that, that's the height. Well, Daniel decided to go and be a WWE wrestler. So Daniel is now a WWE wrestler live on the World Wrestling Entertainment Network. And he has actually had the opportunity to be backstage and interact with Dwayne. And, I've seen some of his posts about it, and I know that it's been nothing short of spectacular in terms of inspiring that resilient mindset. So circling back to me, guys, resilience. If you are resilient and you are focused and you are driven, you will outwork anyone in any situation. If you want to be the hardest worker in the room, you will be. And I know I'm speaking to three gentlemen that live that ethos. For those who don't know, we record this episode on a Sunday. This pretty much speaks for these three gentlemen in gusto. So, gentlemen, I thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to my skill. And for those people out there at the podcast world, please, when you've heard all of our skills today that we've shared, if you'd like to hear either more skills or you'd like to follow up with us, please do. So, gentlemen, who's feeling talkative next?
I'll go, mate.
You go, Rob.
All right, I'll go. I guess a skill, not that I'm a master of it by any means, not that it's something that I try and practice, but a reflection. Reflection is a skill that I think has been paramount, and it's been something that's really helped me progress in my life and in my career. It really comes as simple as, and it can happen in a split instant. Reflection doesn't have to be something we sit down and journal at the end of the day. Some people like to do that. That's absolutely fine. Some people reflect, throughout the day, and it's just, maybe after, for me in general, after I've seen a patient and done a treatment, reflect on it. Hey, mate, what could have gone better? What went well? What didn't go well? How am I going to make it better next time? It really comes down to those three questions. If you do that well, and then you follow that up by practicing what you could have done or should have done, or what could have gone better straight away, and you put that into practice, and you do that over and over and over again, you're going to get better every day. And if you can just get that little bit better every single day, over the course of a year, over the course of 10 years, you're infinitely a better person, a better physio, a better teacher, better businessman, whatever the case may be. So I think reflection is key. I think if you're just out there doing a job, or if you're out there just going through the motions and not thinking about what you're doing, and not reflecting on it, then you're gonna plateau and you're gonna stand still. And I certainly, I'm not a fan of that. And I think reflection is a big key and towards progression and getting better every day.
Well said. And I love, Rob, the way you entwine reflection into your life. I've been around you long enough, and I can vouch for everyone out there that that's a very authentic one. Magnus, since you and Rob were having the little tit for tat over who's going to go next, Magnus, you're up.
Okay, well, I think my one of my skill sets that I'm proud of, I remember my mother telling me as a very young boy that you can do anything. And so I pride myself on being the guy that does versus a guy that says. And so when I'm passionate about something and I've made my mind up on something, then I will just do whatever it takes to make that happen. And I've been fortunate to have a number of those experiences throughout my life, but one that sort of springs to mind was I was 37 years of age, and I took my then 13-year-old son to a game to do a public ice skating session. And I remember at the time I couldn't skate, and he was having a good time running around, and all the guys are out there doing their little hockey stops and whatnot. And there was a sign in the back of the room that said, "Come and try ice hockey." And I said to my son, I said, "I'm going to play ice hockey." And he kind of laughed and looked at me and said, "Dad, but you can't even skate." And so anyway, the following day, I went and bought myself some ice skates and turned up at skate school on that Monday. And for the next 9 months, I'd never missed a single session, and went and did my skate school. I was the only adult on the ice. I'm surrounded by a bunch of kids. The parents who were my age were sitting in the stands having a little bit of a giggle, but didn't bother me. And yeah, long story short, 12 months later, I was playing hockey. And so just, if you make your mind up, you want to do something, you're passionate about something, then follow that dream, follow that passion, and don't let anything stop you.
Well said, Magnus, and I love that story. And seeing as we're heading to a tournament together soon, I'm looking forward to seeing you out on the ice, mate. It'll be a bit of fun. It'll be good. Serge, without further ado, I'm excited to see which skill you're going to pick, my friend.
Oh no, I've got so many, Ben. No, the one that I kind of focus on is what I call the law of self-discipline, and this, it goes across so many areas and spectrums, doesn't it? But for me, success in whatever you do, and success is not just business. That could be relationships and life and friends and family. But success comes from doing what you should be doing, when you should be doing it, whether you want to or not. That's where the discipline comes in. And then the conflict in that comes from doing what you shouldn't be doing. So when I believe you've got self-discipline right, that's going to help you enormously throughout all aspects of your life. So in a nutshell, that's my life skill that I kind of, live by, as much as I possibly can.
Well shared, guys. It's been a great series. Really, really excited to see what feedback we get. Please, drop your comments, drop your emails in the feed below. Email the guys directly. Thank you so much for watching. And I know we're very, very excited, and we've got some big things planned for our next series. Magnus, wouldn't have been a great series without you, my friend. Excited to see and hear what you're working on for the rest of 2023, and we'll all catch up soon, team.